is News 3 Now at 10.
Well, many of us are returning to our workplaces as the pandemic subsides in Wisconsin, but tonight we're uncovering new records showing hundreds of workers who were never sent home and complained about safety concerns.
And on top of that, they got little to no help from the feds. Investigative reporter Naomi Coles brings us those reports.
Every dot on this map behind me represents a workplace where employees or the public became so concerned about COVID safety that they reached out to OSHA. There are almost 400 of these dots, all filed between October and March at the height of the pandemic. Many are clustered in Milwaukee and right here in Madison. But once OSHA knew, what did they do about it?
Too many frontline workers were exposed to COVID needlessly.
And employers who are just using employees as labor and not as people are missing the point.
It's not acceptable.
Out of nearly 400 complaints to OSHA from October through early March, just 49, or 12%, were followed up with an inspection. OSHA said the rest were handled through an informal procedure that only involves talking to the employer or mailing them a letter.
This pandemic showed a light on so many things that are wrong in our workplaces.
When you compare the stories, one submitted by employees in the complaints and how their employers responded, they're often very different. We asked 5 workplaces about complaints filed against them. Only 2 responded, and both saying no one worked while sick and proper protocols were followed. The vast majority of the complaints are about unsafe or unenforced COVID safety policies. About a third involved sick employees, and dozens are from employees saying workers were being asked or allowed to work while sick with COVID or its symptoms. Another trend, employees saying they weren't told about positive cases at work. Others complain about poor masking practices.
And gives us an opportunity to make steps to make workplaces safe for workers. And that includes sick time without disciplinary action.
Because it's not just worker concerns that they're supposed to be addressing, but also the public that are accessing their restaurants or their plants. So it's a really wide-reaching problem. We haven't seen any type of regulatory actions taken against companies that are clearly in violation of those OSHA statutes.
A few industries like healthcare, food processing, and restaurants stood out, including this ongoing case into a Beloit restaurant opened 2 days after a News 3 investigation into a COVID death and the working conditions surrounding it.
You're expected to do your job, period.
But all kinds of workplaces across the state faced these issues.
It's startling to me how many industries experienced this. It affected every population of employee, it affected every type of industry.
Nationwide, a Wall Street Journal investigation found a similar pattern. COVID complaints were rarely inspected and most often were closed without investigation after just talking to employers. OSHA struggled to meet the new demands of infectious disease in the workplace, often leaving workers vulnerable. And now as we move out of the pandemic and back to a more normal workplace, labor advocates and attorneys are advocating for larger protections, like making sure workers feel safe to take sick time.
But it continues and remains shocking that more wasn't done to address employee concerns about real problems in the workplace.
And there needs to be wholesale look at the changes that are needed to have a safe workplace.
Part of the lack of action from the feds is because OSHA has no formal guidance for addressing infectious disease in the workplace. The Wisconsin AFL-CIO says that's what has to change.
And OSHA needs to issue new guidelines for infectious diseases in general that really left workers without real protection.
Under the Biden administration, OSHA is ramping up enforcement of virus safety procedures, increasing inspections and fines. But the gap that advocates noted about no formal guidance for infectious disease, that still puts a question mark on long-term change. For News 3 Investigates, I'm Naomi Coles.
And if you've got a tip, you can reach our team at News 3 Investigates at WISC-TV.com.
Well, let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast now. Here's meteorologist Dana Fulton. Dana?
It is a little chilly on the backyard patio right now. You may have noticed this afternoon that our temperatures dropped back just a little bit. Looking at our time lapse of the day, we had clouds this morning and a lot of sun coming through this afternoon, but that really didn't help temperatures climb too much, only landing in the upper 60s for afternoon highs. Right now, we're in the 50s. Dew points points in the 40s. The big difference in the last 24 hours in those dew points. We've dropped almost 27 degrees for Janesville, 23 in Madison, so a lot drier for us this evening. Where our radar should stay quiet overnight, just a slight chance maybe for an isolated shower to pass through. Tomorrow, we are expecting partly sunny skies, and temperature-wise, it won't be quite as cool. We'll see afternoon highs in the low 70s, and we're expecting that warming trend to carry us towards the end of the week, but we'll take a closer look at your full forecast in just a few minutes.
There's been a spike of gun-related violence in the U.S. since the start of the year. Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes was on CNN this morning where he weighed in on it.
We're trying to determine what are the ramifications of coming out of a pandemic. What are the frustrations that are Americans feeling? How are we dealing with mental health? How are we dealing with some of the stressors related to unemployment in this country? And so these are the things that I think we have to wrap our heads around.
Since Friday, 10 mass shootings were reported across the U.S. At least 7 people died, including 2 kids.
More than 100 Rockton, Illinois residents who were forced from their homes after that massive fire at the chem tool factory last week are now taking legal action. They have filed 2 lawsuits seeking class action status against the parent company of the industrial lubricant plant, Lubrizol. The lawsuit claims the company was negligent with its production facility, leading to the fire that burned for several days and forced people living within 1 mile of the plant to evacuate. Next at 10, a Sparta man is now charged after attacking 3 people with an axe, killing one of them. Thomas Aspsetter is being held on a $1 million cash bond tonight. He made his first court appearance today, facing several charges, including first-degree intentional homicide and 2 counts of attempted homicide. Authorities say Aspsetter broke into his grandfather's home while the family was out. When his grandfather returned and asked him to leave, he allegedly attacked his grandfather with the axe, killing him. He then attacked 2 other relatives. They survived. Aspsetter then shot himself in the chin.
This week, former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin is set to be sentenced for the murder of George Floyd. According to Hennepin County court records, the sentencing hearing is slated for 1:30 Friday afternoon. In April, Chauvin was convicted of 2nd and 3rd degree murder and 2nd degree manslaughter. It took the jury roughly 10 hours of deliberation to reach their verdict. New tonight, the VA now plans to offer gender reassignment surgeries for transgender veterans. This announcement was made at the Pride event this weekend. Amanda Quintana shows us what it could mean for thousands of veterans and those who've already transitioned.
I'm the highest ranking out transgender service veteran. Service member veteran in the country. There's at least half a dozen of us colonels. There's a general, there's an admiral, but all of us were prohibited from serving authentically while wearing the cloth of our nation.
Even though Sherry Swakowski knew at age 5 that she was transgender, she didn't come out until she was in her 50s.
I suppressed it very deeply in order to be the best platoon leader, the best company commander, the best soldier that I could be.
When it came to gender reassignment surgery, the retired Army infantry colonel couldn't go to the VA.
They have authorized everything but the surgical part of it.
Instead, forced to pay out of pocket. For many transgender veterans, that's just not an option. But under the Biden administration, things are changing. The VA plans to offer gender confirmation surgeries. The VA hospital telling us the procedures have been proven effective at mitigating serious health conditions, including suicidality, substance abuse, and dysphoria.
It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that when you don't get the medical care that you need to make you better, there can be bad outcomes.
Even though this is just the beginning of these plans,
it's a process. It will take months and perhaps years to get that accomplished. It involves going out and getting public opinion.
Swakowski says this move is making transgender veterans like herself feel cared for, building trust with the VA that's been lacking.
Well, veterans put their life on the line when they raise their right hand and take that oath. And it seems to me that providing whatever medical care they require is a small price to pay.
Amanda Quintana, News 3 Now.
It is not known how many veterans will seek gender confirmation surgeries, but the VA estimates fewer than 4,000 veterans would be interested in the procedures.
New tonight, Las Vegas Raiders defensive end Carl Nassib becomes the first active NFL player to come out as gay. He made the announcement today in an Instagram post. It was quickly met with positive support, including from NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell. Nassib, a third-round pick in the 2016 NFL Draft out of Penn State. He was the 2015 Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. Previously played for the Browns and Buccaneers before signing a 3-year deal with the Raiders last year. The Supreme Court sided with former college athletes in a compensation dispute with the NCAA. And while the ruling does not decide whether students can be paid, it does hint at a bigger debate about amateurism in college sports. Today's ruling was unanimous, ruling the NCAA cannot limit education-related benefits for student athletes. The bench upheld a lower court ruling that found the restrictions violate antitrust laws. The NCAA has defended its rules as preserving the amateur nature of college athletics.
Looking ahead now, the WIAA State Track and Field Meet returns in 3 days to Veterans Memorial Sports Complex in La Crosse. Thousands of athletes from across the state will go for the gold starting on Thursday. Along with those athletes, about 16,000 fans will be here to cheer on those athletes. All of those people coming to the area means a boost for area businesses.
Typically, we approximate this event at $1.8 to $2.2 million of economic impact, and I think this year, even with the altered changes, we're still going to see something really close to that.
With those altered changes, this year's meet will take place over 3 days instead of the normal 2.
A home in Middleton said to be a total loss tonight, suffering more than $700,000 in damage. This was an overnight fire on Bay Laurel Lane. The fire started before sunrise this morning. The family and all of the pets were able to get out safely. There were no injuries. Governor Evers today ordering flags to be flown at half-staff tomorrow. It's in honor of former state representative Ann Horachek, who passed away earlier this month. She was first elected to the state assembly back in 2006, where she served 2 terms for the 28th district. Prior to her election, Horachek dedicated 32 years of service to the Polk County Sheriff's Office. She was 69 years old. And still to come tonight, a tornado rips through suburban Chicago overnight. Take a look at some of the damage there next at 10.
Attention! This is an important message for all you grown-ups. Get the COVID vaccine. I miss my friends. This is the end of the message.
Steinhafels has the largest selection of in-stock Tempur-Pedic mattresses. And when you purchase one, you get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Relax, it's Steinhafels.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
They say when you come from a small town like us, you do things your own way. That's why US Cellular doesn't have any hidden requirements. So you can get the latest phone with no activation fees, required phone trade-ins, or anything like that. That's all there is to it. Get a Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. The nationwide network built from your town up. US Cellular.
Now's the time to get a Ford built for you by you. Pick your color, your wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want an F-150 with a 12-inch touchscreen, 400 horsepower in an Explorer, or a moonroof? You've got it. And now an additional $1,000 bonus cash on top of all public offers. See your dealer for a Ford built for you, by you. Build and order your select Ford today and get $1,000 bonus cash in addition to all public offers.
News 3 Now, your vaccine information headquarters.
I'm back! You can't return to a regular program yet, not until you get the COVID vaccine. This for real is the end of my message. Safe care your way. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Hi, folks. Tuesday morning, we'll give you a sneak peek at this year's Parade of Homes.
And we'll update the rain chances in our certified most accurate forecast. Join us between 4:30 and 7 for News 3 Now this morning.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
4th of July fireworks are returning to Monona's Winnequa Park this summer. Event organizers made the announcement this afternoon after taking 2020 off. The Monona Community Festival will run from July 2nd through the 4th and feature free live music, a beer garden, art fair, food carts, carnival rides, and more. The fireworks show is scheduled for the 4th at 9:20 that night. Excess demand and a labor shortage is leading to canceled flights all across the country. American Airlines had 120 cancellations on Saturday alone. That comes as the TSA says it screened 2.1 million people. That is the largest single-day number since March of last year.
And Delta Airlines says it plans to hire more than 1,000 pilots. In a company memo, the head of flight operations said air travel's bouncing back from the pandemic, adding the airline needs to foster a strong pipeline of pilot candidates to support future demand. Delta is expected to hire the new pilots by next summer.
Netflix has just scored a deal with one of Hollywood's premier directors. Steven Spielberg's production studio announced a new partnership with the streaming service. Amblin Partners will produce multiple new feature films each year for Netflix. Netflix and Amblin did not say how long this multi-year deal would last, and financial details were also not disclosed. And check this out, a computer glitch is currently impacting NASA's iconic Hubble Space Telescope. A problem with Hubble's payload computer has temporarily stalled viewing capabilities from the massive spacefaring apparatus. Viewing capabilities have been down since Sunday, and NASA started working on the problem today. Hubble is more than 3 decades old. It was deployed in April of 1990. A line of storms is threatening millions of Americans up and down the East Coast tonight.
That storm system comes on the heels of Tropical Storm Claudette, which slammed into the Gulf Coast over the weekend, and as tornado victims clean up in the suburbs of Chicago and in Indiana. Elise Preston now with the latest.
A massive cleanup is underway after a tornado touched down in 2 suburban Chicago communities late Sunday night.
It was 20 seconds of just being really scared and everybody just kind of huddling in the smallest space possible.
This house had its roof and some of the walls completely torn off. It is one of more than 100 homes that suffered damage in Woodridge in Naperville, Illinois, about 25 miles west of Chicago.
This has been a tragic day, certainly for Naperville and for the residents of this community, but it could have been a lot worse.
The storm destroyed the 2nd floor of Bridget Casey's Woodridge home.
My whole goal was to make sure my kids were safe, so that's all that mattered to me.
The National Weather Service also confirmed a tornado touchdown in St. Joseph County, Indiana.
The house just started shaking.
On the East Coast, Claudette regained tropical storm strength as it pummeled North Carolina Monday on its way out to sea. Over the weekend, the storm was blamed for a multi-vehicle crash that killed 10 people near Greenville, Alabama.
The grief is more than I can put into words.
8 of the victims were children from the Tallapoosa County Girls Ranch, a nonprofit that provides a home for neglected or abused children. They were returning from a week at the beach. Elise Preston, CBS News.
Of course, this is the time of year when you start to see severe weather really kick up, and it's pretty amazing what happened in Chicago. They're saying, what, EF3 tornado here?
At least right now, there's a lot of damage. And the thing, when you look at this damage, those are well-built structures. They're houses that were torn up. So that's where the rating system has to take that into account when we're looking at all of this destruction. It's been quite a mess. And thankfully, as we look ahead to tomorrow, I think they're going to get a bit of a break in the weather, Eric. Right now, our radar is nice and quiet. But as we look a little further south again, I do want to take a closer look at those storm reports from this tornado and just the wind damage around that area. Again, the western suburbs of Chicago, close to Downers Grove and Naperville, that's the damage, a few of the storm reports of the wind damage in that area. A lot of rain also coming through northern Illinois last night. Overall rainfall totals for us yesterday, highest in the northwest corner of Dane County, and this band stretching through parts of Columbia, Dane, and Iowa counties until that band started to spread out just a little bit more. We didn't pick up as much accumulation as areas further south, but but still a nice little rain event passing through for us yesterday. Hopefully you were still able to enjoy your Father's Day. Now today, of course, was cool outside. Tonight will be a little cooler. Temperatures will drop to the mid-40s for overnight lows. As we look ahead to Tuesday, high temperatures climb up to the lower 70s. So not quite at average, but a few more degrees, at least a little warmer than where we're at today. We're in the 80s by Wednesday, and we'll stay in the 80s as we look ahead to Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But that's also going to come along with some storm chances. Thursday and Friday will be our next opportunity for a little more rain to build back in. Overnight, partly cloudy skies. Temperatures will drop again through the 40s for our overnight lows. For Tuesday afternoon, plan on highs in the mid to low 70s with a lot of sunshine for us on Tuesday. There's a slight chance for an isolated shower Tuesday night into Wednesday, but otherwise Wednesday should be pretty pleasant outside. Our breeze coming in from the northwest, or excuse me, southwest. That means afternoon high temperatures will climb to the low 80s. A little warmer air building in. That'll help our temperatures move up just a little more. Otherwise, our 6 to 10 day outlook, looking at a bit of a drop for our precipitation chances, trending below average for us, and that pushes us into the beginning of July. Today, the first full day of summer, and it looks like we're going to start July with, in general, a bit of a cooler below average trend. A lot of that cooler air sinking to the southeast with our warmer trend still off to the west. Partly sunny skies for tomorrow. High temperatures will be in the low 70s with that breeze coming in from the southwest. It'll help fuel that chance to maybe see an isolated shower late Tuesday night into Wednesday. Otherwise, a slight shower chance for us on Wednesday with high temperatures near 80 degrees for Wednesday and heading into the weekend. So our temperatures really don't move around much. We'll have the chance for showers and thunderstorms developing on Thursday. A better opportunity for rain for Friday, and heading into Saturday morning, we hold on to that rain chance, picking up just a little more accumulation right now as things are still quite dry for the season. For the start of next week, we start trending closer to average, and we'll get that sunshine back in the forecast also.
The cool was crazy, though, today. How chilly it's going to get overnight,
Fast forward a little bit into September, but yes, overnight it's going to be cool outside, and areas to the north could see the 30s.
Yikes.
For the end of June.
Not what we're used to even here in June. So
right, a little unseasonable for us.
All right, Dana, thank you. Just ahead in sports, Brewers still out west on the road trip with a fast start at Arizona hold against one of the worst teams in the big leagues. We'll have it for you next in Sports with Zach.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Thanks to your support, you've helped make MyPillow become one of the fastest growing companies in America. Over the last 12 years, you've helped MyPillow create thousands of jobs right here in the USA. Every MyPillow is made with passion here in my home state of Minnesota to ensure you get the best sleep of your life.
One of the things that I really like about MyPillow is the support. It gives my neck a little hug.
I've never slept better in my life. What's better than a great night's sleep?
Call or go online to take advantage of my best offer ever. For a limited time, when you use your promo code, you can get premium MyPillows regularly $69.98, now only $29.98. That's right, only $29.98. That's the lowest price ever. I tried every pillow from expensive down pillows that just went flat to fiber-filled pillows that rebound every time you move your head. I even tried those memory foam pillows, and the curve did not match my neck, and it probably won't match yours. That's why I invented MyPillow. My patented fill adjusts to your exact individual needs and helps keep your neck supported and aligned.
When I got MyPillow, I'm asleep almost immediately. I stay asleep at night, and I wake up more well-rested in the morning.
MyPillow has a 10-year warranty. It's machine washable and dryable, and I back them with my 60-day money-back guarantee. Call or go online now to take advantage of my best offer ever. Use the promo code to get queen-size premium MyPillows regularly $69.98 for only $29.98. Get king-size MyPillows for just $5 more. It's the lowest price ever. This is a limited-time offer and not available in stores. Don't delay. Order now. With our 60-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Sleep well, America!
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
A Madison Magazine exclusive, the untold story of Nirvana on the 30th anniversary of Nevermind, and Madison's pivotal role in the band's runaway success. With never-seen photos and local accounts. Get your collector's issue of Madison Magazine on newsstands June 30th. Congratulations to Madison Magazine for earning top industry honors for outstanding journalism and design, including the coveted prize for general excellence in the 36th Annual National City and Regional Magazine Awards.
Sun Prairie baseball has been on another level this season. They won the Big 8. They're ranked #1 in Division I, and in their 2 postseason games, they've 10-run ruled each of their opponents. Janesville Craig trying to prevent that from happening in their sectional final game, but Sun Prairie had other plans in the 3rd inning. They're already up 2-1. Liam Moreno adds to it. He drops one on the warning track to make it 3-1 Cards. That was only the beginning. Later in the inning, Addison Ostrenga smacks one right back up the middle, part of an 11-run 3rd inning. Cardinals head back to state with a 15-2 win. Brewers opening up a 3-game set with the Diamondbacks, a team that's lost 17 straight. First inning, Avi Garcia bloops one into left to score Colton Wong, and the Brew Crew takes a 1-0 lead. Then the 2nd inning happened, and Arizona scored 3 runs in the frame. And to make matters worse, starting pitcher Brett Anderson left the game after 29 pitches with an injury. This one in the 5th, Milwaukee down 5-1. After Game 6's win, Giannis said the Bucks were built for this, to go toe-to-toe with the Nets and win Game 7 on the road. And he was right. For the first time in franchise history, Milwaukee did get a Game 7 win on the road. And the Deer left everything on the floor. Giannis scored 40 points in 50 minutes to lead the way, and the rest of the team followed because they know the Bucks go as their star goes.
We follow him. So if he runs through a wall, we run through a wall with him. Just being a leader and showing by example. Doesn't talk too much, but we'll always show you the right way to play.
To cherish this moment, because we are built for this. That's why we are here. No matter the pressure, no matter what's going on, we are built for this, right? So believe.
Johnny Davis is in the middle of a 3-day tryout camp down in TCU for a spot on Team USA's U19 squad. The Badger guard is one of 27 players competing for 12 roster spots to represent the United States in the FIBA U19 World Cup in Latvia. And it was a pretty nice day for Paul Christ and the Wisconsin football team. The Badgers added 4 to their 2020 recruiting class, including Barrett Nelson and Monroe's TJ Seagreaves. Nelson is ranked the number 10 overall prospect from the state, while Seagreaves is tabbed a 3-star. Corey Lyde and Cade Yacamelli also committed to UW. We're back after this.
Keep your home clean with products from Menards. Water Boss water softeners eliminate hard water, leaving you with softer skin and cleaner clothes. Right now, get 11% off all Water Boss water softeners. Now that you have soft water, keep your laundry and dishes clean with Procter & Gamble cleaning supplies. We have a great selection of top brands, including Tide, Dawn, and more. All Procter & Gamble products are 11% off now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
It's a fact. We use our internet and TV more than ever, with most of us spending nearly 7 hours a day online. So it's no wonder thousands of families are switching to Spectrum, because most families have up to 8 connected devices, which means they need even more speed. Switch to Spectrum Internet and get the fastest starting speeds for the price. 200 megabits for just $44.99 a month, with a free modem and free security suite included. Call 833-546-4499. When it comes to TV, we're watching more than ever. In fact, 80% of us watch TV every day. Spectrum TV lets you catch all your favorite sports, news, and more live. Plus, download the free Spectrum TV app and watch on your devices. Switch to Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-546-4499. The fact is, Spectrum has the best services at the best price. Switch to Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. We'll even buy out your current contract. Call 833-546-4499.
some days, you just don't have it. Not my uncle, though. He's taking Trulicity for his type 2 diabetes. And now, he's really on his game.
Once weekly Trulicity lowers your A1C by helping your body release the insulin it's already making. Most people reached an A1C under 7%. Plus, Trulicity can lower your risk of cardiovascular events. It can also help you lose up to 10 pounds. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Show your world what's truly inside. Ask your doctor about once weekly Trulicity.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
First Warn Weather, certified most accurate forecast. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Finally tonight, a test of Navy strength. Started with a big bang, there it is, and it ends with an earthquake. The massive explosion went off in the Atlantic Ocean. The U.S. Navy says they did this on purpose. It's part of an explosives trial to test the battle strength of the Navy's newest aircraft carrier, the USS Gerald Ford. They conducted this about 100 miles off the Florida coast. The triggered blast registered as a 3.9 magnitude earthquake. Those trials are meant to simulate how a new ship would perform in battle conditions. Pretty amazing video, though. Keep it well out to sea. Let's go to Dana. Final check of the forecast.
Partly sunny skies for tomorrow. High temperatures will be in the low 70s. Now, we are expecting highs as we look ahead to the end of the week to be a little closer to 80 degrees, and we'll be trending that way in the weekend. Our next opportunity for showers and thunderstorms building in as well for the end of the week. So we get to enjoy a few dry days before shower chances come back.
All right, Dana, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.